Hello everyone, welcome to Heroes of Humblewood, a Patreon Humblewood campaign. Everyone that you see here on the screen is a Patreon. Thank you to all of our Patreon, shout out to them. Without their support, all of the content that we do here would not be possible. If you're interested in more information on what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out the link in chat. We also have a YouTube. You can find all of our previous episodes of Heroes of the Humblewood and our other campaigns over at youtube.com/StellunaTV. If you want to interact with this game, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free, granting a blessing or a reroll die to anyone of your choice, including me, if you want. Or if you want to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. Let's jump right into it. Tell me who you are, where you're from, and who you're playing. All right, we're gonna start with V because happy belated birthday.
Hey, it's me. I'm V or VertigoCross. I play as Jack Hart and a recently revealed bandit defector, Bard. And I'm from I Will Not Dox Myself Street.
Good instinct. Thank you very much. You can also find V over at twitch.tv/VertigoCross playing video games. And V recently got some cool retro stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop on over to B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I am Matthew or B Street Holmes, and I play Ratchet, and we are hopefully attempting to save his ex-wife right now, which is both exciting and stressful, and I am from my home.
Wonderful. Go over to Phoebe.
Stella regrets asking the question.
It was a slip of the tongue. I didn't actually mean where you're from.
But please tell us.
Please tell us. Well, I'm Vivacia, and I'm playing Relo Heathertoes. Relo is from the tree, but she's afraid of heights, so she's actually from the Tangle now, I guess. And I'm from Germany, even though that's not where I'm living. There.
Nice. Last but not least, we got Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am Z. I'm originally named to call me. You can find me on Blue Sky at ZombieFighter89. If you go there, you'll see a ton of the promo videos that I do for this channel, pro bono, because I really enjoy making stuff as well. Also, if you could as well, I have the stuff up for once because I'm professional sometimes. We have boom right there. The Pocket Dragon Pub. I work as an editor there. They are some amazing people, an amazing crew. That has got so many cool things going on. This month is a lot of Pride games going on. I know there's some coming up this week, but I don't remember what or what days. So, but stay tuned for the whole week. They're going to come up with some great stuff. I think at least Friday, Saturday, maybe Thursday there's something. So there's always some fun stuff there as well. Go support. And yeah, and I am from the great state of Denial.
Last time on Heroes of Humblewood, we pursued our lead of heading over to a tavern that you discovered is known as the Quill and Lantern. You found a clue at Zani's house that was a coaster featuring this tavern that, Ratchet, you had never ever heard of, that you've never ever heard that or seen Zani go to. And it really stuck out of place, especially in her home that she keeps especially tidy, and it was just askew out of place. And you have followed that lead into what appeared to be quite an elaborate setup, extremely well established, a polished tavern with a great many decorations, big spacious area that seems like it probably came from money, probably came from a community of people that had a lot of fruits, because tree, but as well as access to different walks of life, perhaps. You saw students, you saw common folk, you saw quite a few different people inside of this tavern, and you've slowly come to realize that this is the base for the Silver Quill. Sorry, the Silver Plume. A group of individuals that have a fanatical fascination with those who are wind-touched. So, we pick back up. Right where we left off. We are currently on the 3rd floor of the Quill and Lantern. The 1st floor had been the tavern, the 2nd had been full of different meeting rooms, and the 3rd was a registry where you saw a great number of shelves and books lining the different corridors. But here, sorry, that was on the 2nd floor. Here on the registry, you've managed to make your way towards the ramp that leads up to the 4th floor, and coming down is this silvered Mopok, this raccoon folk. And she's wearing these flowing robes, and you can see pinned on her chest is that same emblazoned symbol of a quill in a circle, the same that you had seen on the various stamps of the letterheads leading up to here, and the very same that you saw pinned to the chests of various individuals on the 1st floor. Vesper is gesturing over to Ratchet. You see that she smiles and she has a great many teeth, too many teeth. You realize as you're looking around that you are, in fact, not alone. She is flanked by 2 other individuals who are wearing the garb of the city watch, but you know that they are not part of the watch as you would hope. Off to the side, we have Jack, who is wearing her mask. And did you spirit away the wind-touched marks? I think you kept them, right?
Yeah, I kept them, but the mask is lowered to make them harder to see.
Okay. What would the group of you like to do? Vesper has just introduced herself as the leader of the Silver Plume.
I think we had been looking at the book thingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were done with that, right?
Yes, you had passed by that already. That was on a table, and you decided to leave that. In the ledger that you read, you saw 2 interesting entries, just to refresh everyone's memory. The first thing that you saw was very interesting was a line that said, unconfirmed wind touched. Alderheart, subject in proximity, verification pending, approach with care. And then the next line was Thimble, Gerbine, Alderheart, discovered in the trunk market. And Relo, you remember Thimble to be the name of the missing Gerbine sister at the clinic. Vesper says, now, if you don't mind, I would love to have a much more thorough conversation with the wind touched. Alone.
Before we get to that, there's been... well, let's call it a mix-up. It seems that someone I know has gone missing, and indications point towards whatever this place is. I need to know if you have them.
Of course. You are referring to the one known as Zani. Yes. She's
same.
Upstairs. We have been talking about you at great length.
Talking or talking?
If you like, you can come see for yourself. But you will have to come alone.
No. How about you bring her here before you talk to anybody?
So, I created a little mini game that I think would be very interesting because I had a feeling that we wouldn't just immediately go to throwing punches, although it sounds like that's definitely on the table. All right. So,
Us, violence.
Unfortunately, I don't have a graphic to represent this, but what we're going to do is we're going to essentially activate a clock. And what it's going to do is we're going to have 8 slices of a pie, right? So imagine a circle divided into 8 pieces. We're going to start at 4. So it's half full, half empty as of this moment. You want to fill it up all the way to 8. If you do, you're going to convince her to do whatever it is that you want. Oh, nice. Thank you. Someone is drawing this for me. So if it fills up all the way, then she will comply and be a bit more complacent and perhaps bend to whatever it is that the party wants to do. If it goes to 0 and empties, or it doesn't complete all the way, that will determine what level of aggressive response that the silver plume is going to have with the group. Okay? So, there's going to be 3 attempts per person. What I want you to do is you have to beat a DC 15 check, and you can tell me what you want to roll and how you're going to apply it. So basically, we're kind of like entering like a, avian attorney, kind of like debate style, kind of...
Objection!
Objection! Yeah, exactly. So, it seems like, Relo, you're going to go first here. You're stepping up. You are encouraging that we're not going anywhere. What would you like to roll, and how do you want to represent that?
Got 2 options that I have ideas of, but we're not sure if they're working because one, she's a doctor. She would probably use her medicine to be like, or use that as a, no, we need to see she's fine first, so you bring her here. And I would probably be using her insight to see how to word that. To, to see which wording would best get her to give us what we want. Which is, her here with us in one room, not separated.
Okay, so we'll go like 1 at a time all the way around. So do you want to start with your medicine check? Or do you want to do an insight check first?
Well, I would think I wasn't sure if I would be able to use the medicine because she's not here yet. So I would think because medicine itself is more the applicable thing, that would be later. But I would think that probably, the insight to see what to say, the best way to say it.
Yeah. For sure. Go ahead and roll me insight. You want to beat a 15.
All right. I have a +4 in insight. Rolled a net 20.
Oh, nice. Starting off strong. Okay.
But this means bad things for the rest of my roll. But yeah, so that's a nat 20 and it's a 24 in insight.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that's going to add 1 slice. So we are at 5 slices now.
Pretty green dice.
We have 3 left. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so you are sizing up this leader of this cult. You can tell by kind of looking around the room and just getting a gut check that it seems like there's a division of the politics of this room here. You remember that Arthur, the guard that's attending with you, he told you that there are 2 factions inside of the Silver Plume. There's the archivists and the preservationists, and you know that they have conflicting philosophies. You get the sense that as you're looking around, especially with a natural 20, that there are some different beliefs here. Oh shit. I'm accidentally opening a million things. Okay, so I think you get a gut check that some of these people are really nervous and some of them are very like dogged and very they're ready to spring into action. I'm gonna mark the individuals with a yellow circle here. of people who are not sure if they really want to fight. So notably, it's going to be this guard that's flanking Vesper here at the top. And then over to the side here, there is someone up on the shelves. This person seems to be wearing robes as well. And they also seem a bit nervous.
So, those two would be probably willing to get her here to avoid a fight, right?
Yeah, you can see that they are taking a less aggressive stance as you're like, as the group of you are kind of insisting that she's coming here instead.
Yeah.
So you're
A sign of goodwill.
Yeah. Okay, who wants to go next?
I think Ratchet will speak up. I need to see that she's all right. And I will happily speak with you alone. But I need her here first. And I would like to use performance with this by using
Ooh.
my cloak of billowing to make it ripple slightly in the wind.
Oh, they love that shit. Absolutely.
They do love that shit.
You turn your cheek and make sure the wind-touched mark is prominent.
They love that. Okay, go ahead and roll performance.
I'm not even very good at performance, but...
Just perform like you're good at it.
18. Very nice. Okay, that is going to give the clock another good old thing. So, thank you, whoever drew this. Very wonderful.
You like my pineapple pizza?
I actually do. I love it a lot. So, as you say this, you can see that there's a ripple of like, a few breaths that are taken in very sharply. You can see that the resolve of the individuals here and then up on the side to the east, they lower their guard. Their weapons are lowering down as well. And you can see that they are starstruck. All of them are absolutely starstruck. You see Vesper's eyes get a shiny glint to them that you could swear is a bit greedy. All right, who's up next? Y'all are doing great.
I'm trying to think what would be the best thing for Leon to do in this situation. Because he's more of the, like... He verbalizes, but he, like, I've got nothing good for verbalizing that I can use. Like, athletics and acrobatics are, like, my top things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be incorporating them in my head of doing something.
If you want a moment to think, I can do a quick thing.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And you also don't have to roll, like, your best stat. Like, you can just go with whatever you feel is right in the moment, too.
Performance is far from my best stat.
But we'll go over to Jack for now. Jack, you're standing off to the side and you're with this guard that escorted you up personally.
So Jack is mostly keeping a nonchalant stance, not really looking super invested, or that they're attached to either side of the argument.
Mm-hmm.
But to set this up, I'm going to be casting Unearthly Chorus.
Whoa.
As the verbal component, Jack is just going to say to the guard, I would listen to him if I were you. The winds sing for it. And instead of like a strong high energy music, it's wind chimes whistling through the air all around us and around him. Jack's just gonna casually step slightly over here, just sauntering around.
Ooh.
I will do persuasion, trying to convince them that Ratchet is more than he is, even more than he is.
Okay. Absolutely. Go for it. So you get to do this at advantage. 22. Excellent. Okay. So, as these wind chimes begin to play in the area, you can see that there is a look of distraction on all of the guards here. At the mention of listening to Ratchet, all of their eyes turn from Jack, and you can feel all at once everyone's looking at you, Ratchet. Leon, what would you like to do?
While he was showing up, like, showing off, since we're so close together, could I have given Leon guidance?
Yeah.
You can, just keep in mind it's not subtle. People can see you doing it.
Well, if they can see me gip slap, Leon, absolutely. Because that's the way she does it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get it together.
Just
Yeah,
helping
absolutely.
paint the picture.
I think I was debating how I want to go about it. I want to seem more ally-ish. So I think
Ally to who? Whom?
to them, to the person that's with Ratchet, that's like, hey, come with us. I want it to seem like they can trust us.
Mhm.
You want to seem like
Arthur?
a shelter.
Yeah, Arthur, yes.
Okay.
Because I don't, whether they are or not good, like I don't want to get Ratchet by himself in a room with a bunch of hostile people, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You remember
So-
Arthur did self-identify as an archivist, and he said that he was really uncomfortable with the idea of people getting kidnapped.
Okay.
Yeah, Arthur's pretty much already on our side. We did spare his life.
True. I hate saying that. I'm at a complete blank of what to do.
That's totally fine. What we can do instead is you can just tell me what you want to say to Arthur, and then I'll tell you what to roll. How about that?
Okay.
Mhm.
I guess maybe since we already know he's on our side, maybe something around the realms of if we hear any commotion or we get any signal that things are going bad in there, that we've got no problem stepping in and helping Ratchet before anything else.
Okay.
Just a little idea, because it's thematic for your character if you were interested.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been going with the whole wrestler persona, and your character is actively doing the persona.
Mm-hmm.
Since everyone seems to be Ratchet is the head honcho right now, you could do a referee shout out. Just start talking about all the things Ratchet's done as a wind touch, like it's a wrestling match.
Oh, like a manager. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I guess I'll hype up Ratchet.
Okay.
And talk about, well, these are all the cool things that Ratchet has done. Yeah, and just get him to, I guess, if they already think that he is someone great, make them feel like he is even better than.
Yeah,
I like that idea.
absolutely. Okay.
I was trying to go non-hostile in my whole mind. I didn't even think of doing the hype up thing. That was
Yeah,
actually a
I
really
think
good
that's
idea.
I think that's really perfect. So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll me persuasion, and then you will be able to roll a d4 and add that because of Relo slapping your shoulder and giving you.
I mean,
Oh,
do I
nice.
really-
So that's a 12. You will need to
12.
roll the d4. You have to beat a 15.
Ooh, so
14.
close.
14. Okay. So what that is going to do is that is going to -1.
Yay.
Okay, so that was the first round of attempts for everybody here. So you're trying to hype up Ratchet, and you can see that Arthur and the two individuals that seem a bit uncertain, the archivists, they are listening, and the others are looking at Vesper. And Vesper takes a step closer. You see that this guy moves closer. And there's some shuffling over in this direction here as the person up on the stacks is looking down. And Vesper says, Well, you see, we want to preserve the comfort of our guests upstairs. They are currently occupied. I could take you up, but it would be both ineffective and unfortunate if we brought everybody up. So no, I don't think so. Before we start the next round of rolls, can I get a perception check from everybody?
Perception.
12 from Ratchet. 11 from Jack and Leon.
I'm leading! Technically.
Then a perception
I'm
from
gonna think
Relo.
I'm cheating.
Did you get another nat 20? Okay, perfect.
I love that.
I think
There's a
this is
24.
I think it's perfect. Okay, so as this is going on, Vesper stepping forward, Relo, you hear something. Your attention goes up. You can hear what sounds like scrabbling of feet, specifically feet with sharp toes above you. I think you are able to tell that they are mouse feet. They're gerbine feet specifically. Do you look up?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll for that because that is impulse control, which she does not really have. So what I'm gonna say, 10 and below, yes. 11 and up, no.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 9. Yeah, she does look up.
Okay, you look up. You can see that there's some dust coming down. There seems to be something trying to dig a hole above you. And they're trying to dig down. So some of the dust kind of like falls like into your feathers. And you realize there's something happening upstairs and nobody else has recognized this yet.
She's gonna try and cover her looking up with looking like towards the people that are up on the stacks, and then she's like, "Sure, Brian, isn't that like the kids?" Okay.
Okay, so this is a new round. Relo, you're up first.
I already used my insight. That again.
Yeah, so you'll have to use a different skill this time around.
Yeah. If you let me use my medicine to play the concerned doctor, to see if I can even more convince the people who are already on the fence that I absolutely need to see her because, and if she has to make up a condition that she has to check up on her for, she will absolutely do that.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely roll medicine. I think like you even have like a badge or something that shows that you work at the clinic, and you can flash that real quick too. And you can, you apply your knowledge of being a healer and being like really stressing the concerns of like, we haven't seen her in a while, and you just, yeah.
She hasn't picked up her medicine and she needs that every day. And that's 12 plus a 4, that's a 16.
16. Okay, that's a success. You can see that you get some sympathetic looks from the various people, especially this guard here to Vesper's left. They lean in, and the group of you can hear, "Look, we didn't see or hear anything about medication. It would be very important for us to deliver that if that's the case." Vesper's like, "Yes, of course, yeah, I got it." Just kind of pushes them back. All right. We have one more slice of the pie. Who wants to come up next?
Bonus action.
All right, V. Happy birthday. You get to go up next. What do you do?
I use my bonus action. I'm gonna beguile the guard next to me. He has to do a charisma saving throw that beats a 15.
Oh, okay.
Feels so beguiling.
18.
He passes, but unlike charm person, there's no negative effect to that.
Okay, there's no negative effect, but what do you say or do, or what do they feel like? How does the effect manifest, even if they don't really know that it happened?
Jack mostly leans in close and whispers along the lines of, "This is getting rather tense, isn't it? I'm glad to have someone who can protect me nearby."
They just kind of like side-eye you a little bit, and you can see that they step closer to Vesper, but they haven't done anything aggressive towards you. He's
Hey, I
like,
get that.
right.
They're no longer in attack of opportunity range. We did it, boys.
Okay. I'm gonna count that as you tried to do something, so it won't contribute to the pie specifically. But if you want to like come up with something to affect the pie, you're more than welcome to. But to give someone else a chance, Ratchet, Leon, is there anything that you want to try to do here?
Will you really allow a simple safety check to stand between you and interviewing me? I believe I'm asking you for far less than you're asking me. I think it's probably persuasion. I'm good at persuading. That's 11.
11. Vesper takes a step towards you. She has her claw-like hands up, and she just smiles deeper. Well, if you haven't seen Zani in some time, I imagine you would want to have a private conversation, wouldn't you? We can afford that. Give you some space to speak. She's had so much to say about you. Who's up next?
I'm gonna spend my action to get us a slice of the pie back.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Wait, hold on. How close do I have to be? Never mind, I'm too far. Ignore what I said.
Great.
I don't talk good. Somebody else talk the things for me.
I'm gonna
do?
I'm gonna attempt to talk again, but
Can I
sort
gift
of-
slap him before that again, since he used my
Yeah,
last one?
yeah.
Wow.
It's like basically you get another slap. Your turn. What, you gonna say something?
And there's just like the light of God behind
You
you.
open up your mouth to speak. There's just a hard slap to your back. You cough a bit.
Yeah. Let me. Okay. So I think basically, Leon's gonna be like, look, we've been in this together. We've been doing, so much as a group. We would feel way more comfortable if we just continued this as a group. You say it looks nice up there. You say it's nice up there. I'm assuming 3 other people is not gonna take up that much room. And I guess it would probably be a persuasion.
Yes, you already rolled a persuasion. Let's see. What can we do here?
I've got a bunch of zeros and -1s, so except for deception. Deception's a 1.
You could try deception here if you want. You could also do performance.
Oh, yeah, performance is a 1. Yes, it is.
Survive.
Survival? I don't think so.
That's a -1.
I want to live.
I'll say deception or performance. Especially, I think deception would work here, especially because y'all came here with the intention of taking Zani. And if you remember last time, Leon and Ratchet, the two of you had a private conversation off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And Ratchet said, do whatever it takes to get her out of here. I'm trusting you, even if I'm the one who has to stay in the way.
Zombie forgot, but Leon would remember.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry, it's been 2 weeks.
No, it's okay. That's why I wanted to remind you.
It's one of those things of like, it's been 2 weeks, but in character it was like an hour ago.
4 minutes.
It's been 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, we'll We'll do deception.
Okay.
No!
You get to roll. A d4 wouldn't help. It wouldn't be high enough. But you can still roll if you want.
Hold on.
As you say this.
I'm
Oh,
breaking the game.
Oh, look at that! You've got a reroll. Did you want to reroll, zombie?
I did want to reroll.
Oh yeah,
actually.
go ahead.
Yes!
Nice, dirty 20.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
Breaking the rules.
Look,
Let's go.
it's not breaking the rules. I literally say at the beginning of every session, right? It's part of it. Yes. Okay. So, as you say this, Vesper's eyes kind of
Just for fun, hold on. 21.
21. Vesper narrows her eyes, and you can see that the two guards kind of like flank and move forward, and they say, "It's quite spacious up there. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. We do." And then this one towards her right says, "If we could resolve this peacefully, wouldn't that be the interests of the Silver Plume? We do want to, after all, make sure that we maintain these relationships as much as we can. Well, it will help us reduce skewing the data." Vesper kind of like hems and haws, but that is another successful piece of the pie. We have one left.
That's everyone for this round, though, I think.
I haven't actually.
Oh,
taken
sorry.
action.
Could I
And neither
actually
has
use my
like, a
perception?
neither
bonus
has
action.
Relo.
Yes, okay. Relo, go ahead and roll perception.
That's an 18.
Okay. What are you trying to look for?
To see if we can maybe, with the people who are already with us, if she can like push herself a little towards the person and be like, yeah, just lead the way, just show me where you go, here's my medicine bag, and just see if she can like, if there's a way that she can like sneak her way like straight up through everybody without setting them off, and just be like, yeah, let's go this way. I mean, this is the easiest way, right?
Okay. I'll say
because she would be able to see who was kind of on our side and who's not, and I think the one in front of us is, and the others are turning.
Yeah,
So she would kind of like be able to see if she takes a step, which direction she can go without them turning like hostile and stopping her from
You can see my
Yes, she's
marker, right?
Yeah, but is there's no way up this way? In the middle?
In the middle,
Where the
you would
pie is?
you would think that it's really risky because you're kind of going half and half. But if you went over to this side here, you think that you might be able to slip past them because they're like paying less attention to you and they're paying more attention to Vesper. Like they're trying to help you persuade Vesper to stand down. So Arthur is not looking at the group of you. This guy here is looking more at Vesper than off to the side. So if you wanted to try to sneak around, I'll say that, like, if you want to, I'll say that you can move to about here, and no one seems to have noticed you right now.
Well, I was more trying to get to Vesper and see if I can like lead her in the right direction.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can also-
You want to go up to Vesper?
Yes, and I could also, if it's not too scary, I have the wing flap to get right next to her.
No, you can go up
So-
totally fine. They don't like attack you or anything like that.
Yeah, she would just be walking over like a doctor and say, "All right, Miss Vespa," and kind of do the ushering thing that doctors do without even touching you. That they're all right, then let's get this on the road. Let's get this over with. Let's all just go and get this over with. This is just too much talking, and I'm a little worried that blah blah blah. While she's doing the little thing that doctors do to guide you without touching you.
Yeah, so Vesper, I'll say she kind of moves back here, you kind of move up here, and then this guard kind of steps after and is like, hold on a second. And then here is the window of opportunity for the last slice of the pie. V, did you say you have something?
Yes. So there's been. I'm just gonna move forward real quick. There's been a lot of hemming and hawing and back and forth, and it sounds like people don't really want to make a decision right now. And so Jack is going to use performance at advantage and loudly call out that this seems to be a waste of time for someone like them, and that if a decision isn't reached soon, they're just going to leave.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Your
Are
previous...
you already moving in the direction of like where we would go anyways to get the X? Like, I will be leaving then.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance. Last time you rolled persuasion.
Yeah, and it's at advantage because I have my song
26.
on.
Okay, 26. That is going to be
Dramatic.
more than enough. Why can't I do this?
I rather do think we've been wasting everyone's time, don't you? Isn't it about time we made a decision or we left? The pizza. It's been eaten.
Mhm.
I ate it. I was hungry.
That means warm
So
pineapple is good.
As you say that, Vesper says, wait. All right. I know that this is a difficult time for some of us, and that perhaps we have gotten off on the wrong foot. Our mission, at the end of the day, is quite clear. We are here to try to help support the Wind Touched as much as we can, to write down our findings so that the future generations may preserve and understand this phenomena, this special connection that some individuals like you, gesturing to Jack and Ratchet, have with the Amaranthine. We are frightened for the future. From our findings, the number of wind touched in the Humblewood has gone down with every generation. It may only be a matter of time before there are none left. So, let's settle our nerves, and we can come to an agreement. She turns to Relo and says, "It is important to me that our guests are seen to. If what you say is true, I do want her to get what she needs to be comfortable. I have tried my very best to maintain this. If you will follow me, we can go see her now." And just as Vesper turns, Relo next to her, I don't have music for this. It's fine. I'll just play combat music.
Combat
Alright, B
music.
Street, I'm gonna need you to start
Least stressful
beatboxing.
of all music.
As they're beginning to step off, there's suddenly a great boosh, a crash as the ceiling splits open, and plopping down is boop, boop. Two gerbeens fall to the ground on top of great debris here. One of them you recognize immediately as Shadow, and the other gerbine seems to be about the same age as Shadow, but you don't recognize her. The two of them are like, ow, Thimble, are you okay? I'm okay, Shadow. I'm fine. And as this happens, their heads are spinning and they're trying to recover here. And you see two young teenage gerbines just fall out of their ceiling. You can see that this guard here and this guard here, they both immediately draw their weapons, startled as they turn around and try to figure out what's going on.
If they're drawing weapons, I'm drawing a bow.
Yeah, Relo
I've been
with your little medicine pouch.
All right,
Straight
pull out your
on.
pen. Start drawing.
Okay, I think that means we should start initiative here. Even if we don't go
That's fair.
straight to combat, straight to violence, I think doing things in order is important here. So make sure you
Great.
select your token and roll for initiative. Oh, your
Ooh.
character sheet, bro.
Hey, did that roll twice? Sometimes.
It probably
Hmm.
either lagged or you just accidentally double-clicked real fast.
You're so fast.
It's probably the extension. It's like, often
Mhm.
it just rolls it twice.
All
Or it
right.
was like 8. You need better than that.
Okay. So, at the top of the turn order is Relo. You turn your head around and you can see 2 young Gerbine have fallen out of the ceiling. You can see that one of them, the one that's not Shadow, you don't know who Shadow is. Here, I think I can enable name tags.
Hmm.
There you go. That one's Shadow.
Real quick,
mhm.
I just want to say something I just noticed, which is insane.
What?
Disguise self is not concentration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm?
It's wild.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
She would have immediately rushed over there because that's her medical instinct, and she already had her little medicine pouch as a little prop,
Mhm.
and she would be like, oh, "You okay? You okay? I'm coming!" And she would be, racing over there.
no one is going
Try
to
and
attack
first
you,
aid.
so you can
Yeah.
run over there and go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Right, that is 14.
Okay. With a 14, you can see that Shadow is fine, but Thimble seems to have a broken ankle, and you can see that there is a makeshift splint. It looks like a very, very amateur attempt to try to stabilize a broken ankle. It's very badly bruised. You also notice that Thimble has wind-touched marks on her cheeks, under her eyes, just like Ratchet. So as you kind of rush up, Thimble kind of like lifts her leg up towards you and is like, ow, it hurts. It really hurts.
So what she would do is probably some of the dust that came down and just use her feathers and make sure the dust is like covering up her marks. And then like, oh no, let me touch. You might have broken your ankle. And then she'll do the touching, the one that she knows will get a reaction.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
And then, oh yeah, we need to splint that. And then she's gonna point at the one that's right in front of her, by next to Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Get me something to splint that ankle now. There must be something here. Some wood, some sticks, some whatever.
Right. So that is going to be your action and your movement. Do you want to use your
Mhm.
bonus action for anything?
Do I have a bonus action?
Probably
I can-
not. We're level 4.
I can actually do healing word.
Okay. I will say mechanically that they are full health.
Yeah. Then and the other one, I don't want to do Shield of Faith because that is shimmering and that would be obnoxious.
Okay.
So, no, she would not do anything else because right now she is basically playing the distraction so they don't notice that Turbine is also wind touched.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That'll be your turn. It is now the guard's turn. You see Arthur immediately is like, oh, I'll go get something. And he...
there's plenty of broken chairs around. I see them.
Yes.
Yep.
And you can see that he will busy himself with trying to, he wants to help you. He tries to help you. So he's, scrounging around for supplies. So that's going to be his turn. This guard here is going to look to you, Jack, and he has his weapon drawn, and he says, he tries to get another closer look at you. I do believe...
He's like, are you on my side or are you on their side?
Yeah, he's really confused.
Two Gerbine fall out of the sky in a big dirt pile. It must be this person who is standing next to me's fault.
Well, he turns around to look at you. I believe your disguised self has a check on it, right?
Yes. They...
I want to say it's perception or it's probably wisdom.
Check against... an intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC, which is 15.
Intelligence 14. Okay, they don't see it through it.
Man, I'm good.
They look at you. They try to look at you pretty intensely, and then they step around you. And you see, as they step around you, they grab Thimble's arm and pull her. They're trying to pull her up onto her good foot. And says, you need to go back upstairs. And Thimble goes, help! These guards are going to move forward as well. This one goes here. Vesper moves here. Sorry, it's not Vesper's turn, JK. This one here is going to stay exactly where they are. They look very apprehensive. It's Shadow's turn. Shadow gets quick up onto her feet. And she is going to stab this guard in front of her. You see her take out a knife.
Wow, Shadow's gotten hard since they broke into prison. With an 11, it bounces off. She takes out this small knife and she tries to let go of my friend. And it just bing, just bounces off the armor. I thought Gerbine had this ability where they can... I guess it's just PCs that can do it. Right. The scurry between legs thing?
Yeah, if you play as a Gerbine, as a player character, you have the ability to move through enemy spaces. You kind of crawl between their legs and stuff, and it doesn't incur anything.
Humblewood is cool.
Humblewood is cool, yeah. You will see that over to the side here, there is a whoa, what is this blue dot? Okay. There is a robed individual up top, and they they lift up a hand and then they point it over towards Shadow. They're going to try to cast Sacred Flame. For 1 damage. Fails. You see a ball of light begin to form in their hand, and they launch it over at Shadow. Shadow, her ears kind of twitch as she hears the movement of cloth behind her. She ducks her head and just goes past her. The acolyte on the other side looks very apprehensive and doesn't do anything. Ratchet, it is your turn.
Where are the stairs that Vesper and their guards came down from?
It'll be straight up north. So it's
okay.
It's here, I'll make a handy dandy little box. There you go. Blue box.
Sweet. Cause that's where I'm going. Ratchet is going to cast Zephyr. No, well, I didn't mean to roll the damage. Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
And make his way 10 feet. 10 feet. Zoop, zoop. That's the end of 30. And take a shot at the one over here that cast Sacred Flame.
The Sacred Flame was up over in the side. So,
Yeah. over
okay.
on
You're
top of
shooting
the,
your
like,
bow.
shelves.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, bow.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
And this is going to be that so the strike defined in the spell. So
Okay.
rolling with advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Is a 26 hit?
Yeah, armor class is 10.
Okay. So 6 piercing, and I guess I technically already rolled the strike damage, but if you want me to roll it again, I
No,
understand.
that's enough. So you launch your arrow over at this individual here, and they immediately go down. You just wheel around, you like dip dash, turn around and the shot goes off and the body drops.
And I have an increased, because I took the extra accurate attack that comes with this. I get increased movement speed for the rest of this turn, so I get an extra 30 feet. I'm at those stairs.
Okay, yeah, you are just booking it up the stairs now, narratively.
And since one of the effects of Zephyr Strike, since I know our viewers cannot see the chat with the description, until the spell ends, movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So I imagine that the wind just sort of whips around him, and he is like ducking past the guard, ducking past Vesper, and just a shot on the run, and off he goes.
Yeah. You can see that as you're kind of whipping past this guard here that was kind of starstruck, just like literally just stares, jaw dropping, watching you. Vesper snarls. She has pulled out her mace and she tries to hit like nothing. She just hits nothing but air here. Her reaction way too slow. And the group of you see that Ratchet is just bolting up the stairs. Next in the turn order is Jack.
I'm gonna take like a little step right here.
Okay.
Just for reasons.
Uh-huh.
And then, with a little twirl and a flourish, Jack will unclasp the rapier from their tail and point it towards Vesper, tilted slightly downwards. And I'm going to cast one of my big spells.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I cast Phantasmal Force.
Wow.
That's
So before you read all of that,
Thank you.
do an intelligence saving throw.
This is why you're my best friend. You don't make me read
Oh,
rolls of
alright,
text.
cool.
Okay, she rolled a 2.
So I will summarize it for you.
Okay.
This is an illusion that is so real it can physically harm them, and they are convinced it is real.
Okay.
They take psychic damage each round on my turn, and if they choose to take the action, they can investigate to try to break the illusion.
Okay.
The illusion that they see is, if you want to make another copy token, Ratchet in full wind-touched glory, both blades out, standing next to Vesper fighting them.
Okay. Love it. Okay, you just hear this blood-curdling screaming coming from Vesper. She just grabs her head and she screams.
And then each round on my turn, the Phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to the target if it is within the Phantasm's area, within 5 feet of it, provided that is the illusion of a creature or a hazard.
Okay.
So, Phantom, this is concentration, so I lose my big music bubble.
Okay.
Phantom Ratchet will do 1d6.
What?
But hey, look, that's also a distraction.
It is a huge distraction. Okay. Anything else for you?
Do a bonus action? No. That will be my turn.
Okay, it is Vesper's turn. She screams. Can she attack the phantasm?
They think it's real. And if the example it gives is if you make them walk across a bridge that isn't real and they fall into a pit, their mind just comes up with the answer of why that happened.
Okay.
It's a pretty wild spell.
And if she doesn't hurt him, she still thinks he's there because her mind will tell her, "Oh, I must have missed. Oh, I must have stumbled."
Yeah,
Waiting to
so
dodge.
so what she's going to do is she's going to spend her whole action fighting. So she thinks it's real. She's going to see that she has a multi-attack. 1, 2. Obviously hits nothing because there's nothing there. You
That
see,
wouldn't even hit the real Ratchet.
you see her bring up her club and she's just like whack, whack, just swings it wildly in the air, just screaming and howling. That's going to be her turn.
And for reference, no one else can see this. Only Vesper.
Leon, it is your turn.
Let's see. Vesper is wildly striking. I think remembering what Ratchet had said, Leon is gonna try to. Let's see. I guess he recognized the shadow is there, but 50, 55, 50. Trying to remember what the heck I am. 30. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, where are they? I know I have them. All right. I have these. Boots of speed. How much does that add? Because I don't see how much it adds. This is just.
That says doubles
Double.
your walking speed.
Oh,
Your
double.
30 becomes a 60.
Okay, well, my reading's bad. Okay, then yeah, that puts me at what I need then. So I'm going to use my Boots of Speed to
Okay.
get right up to where Ratchet is.
Okay. Let's see. You will the quickest route to do that, you are going to run past the guard and Vesper. You do get they do have disadvantage attacking you, but they do still get attacks of opportunity.
I mean, this is kind of what Leon's kind of confused about what's going on with Shadow, but Jack's there, and I don't know what's going on there, but I want to make sure that my main promise is kept. So
Okay.
if that means I gotta get stabbed by someone wielding something they don't see, then that's fine.
Okay. So you begin to run up, and I'm going to say that as you come up, this person is going to become hostile. They're going to swing at you with a club. Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. Take 5 bludgeoning damage as you whiz past this person. And Vesper is also going to try to hit you. With an 18. There's another 8 bludgeoning damage. So you take 13 bludgeoning damage. but
Zombie, no!
You're fine. You're fine. You're still up.
I'm going to assume, because on my sheet that said there was 9 temporary points, I'm assuming those disappeared at some point.
No, mine does
No.
not have an expiration.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
Yeah.
hold on.
You just take that 9 first.
Yeah, okay.
So
Because I just
you
assumed I
take
forgot to
leftover
take it
4.
off. Okay, so...
I have those too, yes.
Cool. All
Yeah,
right,
I gave
good.
everyone,
13, 9,
Yeah, then you're
10,
great.
11, 12, 13. Yeah, I'm good.
You're
Yep,
so
that was
good.
worth
You only took 4 damage. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you,
Fantastic.
V.
And hit points are great.
So you click your heels together and then you begin to run as quick and hard as you can with the Boots of Speed on. You take a blow to the side from the guard. You take a blow from Vesper, but you tumble through and you begin running up the stairs with Ratchet. I'm going to say that is going to be the end of your turn. Relo, you can see that the 2 guards here have become aggressive. Arthur is not aggressive.
So, first, she's gonna use her bonus action, and she's gonna cast Shield of Faith
Okay.
on the heart. Her patient, basically.
Okay. On Thimble.
Which means, she now gets a +2 to AC.
Okay. What does it look like when you cast this?
It's probably just like kind of like a shimmery, kind of like the air gets when it gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
That just this little flurry.
Okay.
And oh no, I can't do the second thing because they're both concentration. That does not work. I would have completely baned them, but I cannot do that.
If you want to undo the Shield of Faith, I'm totally fine with doing that. It's been a while since we played our characters.
Yeah. Yeah, then that is what she would have loved to do, but she has to make a decision. So she's actually going to cast Bane on the two that are right next to her. As well as the one that turned... No, and Vespa.
Okay.
Because, so they have to make a charisma saving throw. And they have to beat... Let's say...
Charisma. Okay. So this is the one guard, another guard. So a 3, a 17, and then Vesper. Roll a natural 20.
Okay, so against a 12.
Okay, so one of them gets a Bane.
And that is every time, they make an attack, roll a saving throw, they now have to roll a d4.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that looks like her yelling, don't you dare hurt my patients! That is... No!
And they and they kind of cover their ear with their hand, wincing, just recoiling away from you.
And yeah, that is about everything that she can do. That was her action.
Okay. It is now the guard's turn. You're gonna see that this guard here is gonna try to wheel around and hit you. So this is gonna be a club attack against you. It's gonna be a 13 minus a d4, so an 11.
No, her armor class is 13.
They miss. And as they do that attack, you see Arthur comes up, and then Arthur is going to try to stab the other guard. Or club. They all have clubs. A 5 misses.
Stab with the club.
The guard here that has Thimble by the arm drops Thimble and tries to hit Arthur. With a 10 is going to be a miss. This individual up here is going to rush forward and try to hit you, Jack. 8 is a miss. Damn. Shadow.
Damn.
I'm just missing everything.
Talking's a free action.
Yeah,
right?
you can talk shit whenever you want.
Jack is going to call out to Shadow. Just be like, great entrance, but I think it's time you made an equally great exit. Take your friend and run. Call for the mercenaries of Bloodbath and beyond.
Okay. And she's going to try to grab Thimble and yank Thimble out of there. Wow, natural 20. Okay. The story writes itself. Shadow and Thimble... So Thimble's got a broken ankle. Shadow just kind of throws herself under the shoulder of Thimble, and the two of them are just booking it, and then they're gone. Let me remove them to turn over. Okay.
Slowly, we have removed all of our allies.
The one acolyte that is still up will become hostile. Unsure of what's going on. I'm going to look down at what's going on down there. And is going to try to cast Toll the Dead on you, Jack. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw and beat a 12.
Wisdom.
It's a failure. Okay, you're not missing
Wisdom.
any HP, so it's a D8. You take 5 necrotic damage. You hear, kind of similar to your wind chimes from earlier, there's a more deeper, dolorous bell noise that just goes bong, and you hear it echoing in the side of your ear in the direction of the acolyte. And they're going to climb down and kind of move closer to the fray as well. Ratchet, you are running up the stairs. You can hear shots of magic being fired behind you, screaming and yelling, blood-curdling screaming, so to speak, as well. As you're running, you can see that Leon is pretty much on your heels. He has his boots of speed activated. Do you want to commit to going upstairs? You will leave the combat.
Yes.
Okay. So I will remove you from combat, and we'll resolve the scene in just a minute. Jack, it is now your turn.
All right. First off, we're gonna call him Shadow Ratchet. Is going to make their attack.
Okay.
3 psychic damage as their phantasmal. What do you, the short swords, right? B Street.
Yes, short swords.
The phantasmal short swords essentially leave like soul injuries on them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Vesper's just like, just screaming, just looking like frightened and terrified down at her, where she's struck by this like psychic force of these blades that she feels. She's like stumbling in fear.
Then this person had the gall to swing at me, and so I will thrust at them.
Hell yeah.
Does a 20 hit?
Absolutely. Armor class for these guards is 16.
2 plus 2, so 4 piercing.
Okay.
So just a simple flourish. I think perhaps Jack deflects the original attack with their rapier,
Mhm.
and in that little gasp, just a glancing blow straight to their shoulder with a thrust.
Yeah. Ah, you see that they like recoil, blood begins to drip from their feathers. Okay. Anything else for you?
It'll be my turn.
Okay. Vesper's gonna begin to run from Ratchet. But which way is she gonna go? Okay, she runs towards the fray here. She's gonna run down here, and she's gonna try to hit Relo. 17 and a 7. What is your
13.
13? Okay, so 1 hit. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as she runs down and she whacks you with this big stick. And that's gonna be her turn. Leon, you are also up by the staircase here. You see that Ratchet is committing to going to the next floor. Do you want to commit and go to the next floor with him? You will be
Yep.
removed from the battle.
That's fine. I'm committed to staying by his side like I promised.
Okay. So you'll be removed from the combat here.
Pretty dark in here.
Then we'll go back to the fray down here. All right. Next we have Relo. Your turn.
All right. So, if I have a 5-foot emanation, can I hit both Vespa and the guard in front of me?
Absolutely.
All right. Then I will cast Word of Radiance, and they both have to do a Constitution saving throw. 12.
Okay. What does this look like as you activate this?
She is pushing like. Oh, she got a shield and she got her hammer, and it's almost like it's coming from her shield, and it's just like this light just burst, like she's pushing like a burst at them with her shield.
I love it. You said Constitution, right?
Yes.
Okay.
12.
12. So the guard will pass with a 14, but Vesper rolled a 3. She fails.
Okay. Did the guard have to still roll the D4
You're so right.
for Bane?
You're so right. Thank you. So it's a 13.
Okay. So meets it, beats it. I guess.
Yes.
Even 12, not 13. All right. So 1d, she takes 1d6 radiant damage.
Or
So she takes 4 radiant damage.
okay. As she takes this damage, she recoils, and lifts up her hand and tries to block out the light. You can see that it burns at her hand and her arm here. Anything else for you?
That's really all she can do.
Okay. Things are looking kind of rough over here. You see that Arthur takes another shot at this guard. Dirty 20 is a hit for bludgeoning damage. Arthur smacks this guy here. And just for the sake of like making it easier for y'all too, I've numbered them. So the guards the red ones are the hostile ones, and they have a number like 1, 2, 3, 4, just so you can identify which one that you want. So Arthur hits this one here, number 3. Number 3 is going to try to hit Arthur back. 13 is a miss. This guard with the Bane. The Bane is going to try to hit Relo. The 16 minus the D4. 3, so it's a 13.
I got a 13 armor.
Yeah, okay, so it hits you. 5 bludgeoning damage. I like to imagine that like they barely hit you because they have to essentially close their eyes because of the radiance, and they just wildly swing and they just happen to hit you. The guard that is on Jack is going to try to swing. That's an 18.
That do hit.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage.
No, my temporary hit points. Also, that
Bye-bye.
is concentration now. Do you do concentration checks?
It's just a Constitution check.
All my temporary hit points are gone too.
Does a 19 keep my concentration?
Yeah, you're good. Yep. That's gonna be their turns. The acolyte is going to try to hit Arthur with a Sacred Flame. Dex save. Wow.
Let's
Hero.
go, Arthur.
Arthur dodges out of the way, beats the 12 with a 14, just kind of whoosh, steps to the side. Says, you're going to have to try harder than that.
Pencil pusher, more like pencil stabber.
Jack, it is your turn.
Okay, first, Shadow Ratchet, if I can, is gonna go over to Vesper and stab them.
Haha!
Oh. It didn't like that. Oh. Don't hit the up arrow key, it gets angry.
Oh, okay.
Alright, another 1 psychic damage.
Okay.
We're nickel and diming them.
Okay. Yeah!
And then gonna just move around this way.
Okay.
And I'm going to take another swing on this guard.
Okay.
It's a 14 hit.
It does not. Armor class is 16.
Can it hit? You know, just for like funsies.
Since it was your birthday yesterday, I'll let you do 1 reroll and that's it.
Heck yeah. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
What's crazy is the other one is still a 5, so it looks like it only rerolled the miss.
Yeah. Alright, do your
Right,
damage.
4 again. I'm very consistent.
Alright, 4 damage. Go. Yeah!
Is Is that bruh? I just like 1 away from knocking them out.
No. Just me incredulously exclaiming our friendship.
Bruh.
Bruh.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Vesper is going to swing at the not Ratchet. Let me read the spell. God. Ugh.
So basically, you have to willingly choose that you're going to spend your action to investigate instead of doing something else.
Okay, I'm going to say that she's going to do that because she already tried swinging and it didn't work. So investigate is an intelligence check. She rolled a 7. She fails.
Yep.
So she spends her
action.
Yeah, she's just like, she wheels around, she's just staring at it, screaming, and she's just like trying to like bat it away, trying to figure it out, doesn't quite figure it out. Okay, top of the turn order, we're gonna take a pause here. And we're gonna go upstairs.
Drink some water.
I realized as soon as we started the stream, I didn't bring a drink. It's okay.
Which gives me a chance to go and get myself more to drink.
You know what? This sounds like take a moment, everyone get drinks while we transition upstairs.
There's no map. The transitioning is in the mind, but I am gonna go grab a drink. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Go grab a drink. You also get a drink. If you can hear me, get a drink. We're back. And we are back. Okay.
This time on the upper floors as Ratchet and the wrestler run upstairs.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Ratchet and Leon, as you're running up the stairs and you are on the 4th floor, you can see that there are long hallways and there are a number of doors that are occasionally placed. They seem to be the thresholds into some pretty large rooms. As you're kind of passing by them, you realize that the windows on this floor, they all have bars on them. They're the like stained glass that makes the windows here. It's been cleverly designed so it's not very awkwardly visibly bars, but there is it's a bit like a you're not getting out. You're not breaking the window to get out.
Ratchet spotted that from the ground outside.
Yep. Yes, and you can confirm that now. As you're running past these doors, you see that there are about 6 of them. There are no guards up here. What do you want to do?
Sonny, where are you?
As you call out, you don't hear anything yet. Leon, you catch up to Ratchet, and you see the same exact thing. There's a long hallway, 6 doors.
Do we know where we're going yet? Did you?
Somewhere. It must be one of these. Sonny!
Well, why don't we is it one long hallway or is there split hallways?
So far, you see that there's one long hallway and it seems to split up ahead. There are 6 doors between here and the split.
Okay. Let's go up the hallway. You take 3 doors, I take 3 doors. We yell in Zoni and see if we can get an answer out of any of this.
Yeah. All right. I got the left.
Right. I got the right. And then goes over to the right.
The 2 of you throw open the first doors, and you both see the same thing. There are large bedrooms on the other sides of these doors. You can see that there's a big plush bed, that there is a vanity. This looks like a hotel room, something that you would see inside of an inn, and it is quite upscale. It looks very comfortable. You also notice that the windows of these particular bedrooms also have the same pretty bars, so to speak. They're both empty. Go to the second set of doors. You try to throw them open. They are locked.
With the second door, it's locked. I knock on it. Is there a response that I hear?
No.
One hello? Nothing. Okay.
You put your ear up against it. You don't hear anything.
and Leon won't. Leon was attempting to break it, thinking of breaking it open, but if there's nothing back there, then he's not going to bother.
Yeah, I think Ratchet's in the same mindset that like we would hear something through the door if there was someone on the other side. So he'll bang on the door pretty forcefully, but if there's no response, he's willing to check the next door and come back later if he has to.
Okay. Yeah, you like bang loudly on the door. There's no response. The two of you go to the third set of doors, and Leon, the one that you check, the door opens. It's empty. Ratchet, the one that you knock on, you can hear someone approaching. You hear a soft voice. Ratchet, is that you?
Sonny,
Ratchet, what are you doing here?
you weren't at home. People were missing you from the clinic you help out with. I feared the worst. Are you all right? Come out here.
And you hear her trying the door and it's locked. I don't think the door is working.
Get away from the door. And I just like probably the most panicked look that Ratchet has ever had as he turns full towards Leon and just points at the door.
Leon will then kind of go a little bit back. He's got the other door open, right? This other door's open.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
So you can back all the way up if you want.
Yep. He's gonna use all his strength to like basically cannonball himself into the door.
Okay. I want you to roll athletics at advantage.
Sweet. 19.
19. Okay. You throw yourself at this door and it breaks off of its hinges. It goes down. You are going to take 5 bludgeoning damage here just from the sheer force of throwing yourself against it. You hit the ground. The dust clears, and Ratchet, you can see safe closer towards the window is Zani. Can you describe to me what Zani looks like?
Yes. While Ratchet is more of a like gray and black and white flecked bird, Zani is almost silver and has these very bright yellow eyes that immediately draw anyone's attention to them. She's a little bit taller, like a couple inches taller than Ratchet is, and no matter what the circumstances, he always thinks that she seems like very stately and held together and carries herself with just such a kind of confidence that he tries to portray, to emulate, but he knows is not as natural to him as it has always seemed to be for her.
Even now, the door to this comfortable cage being broken down. Zani doesn't look like she's a prisoner. She has that same stately aura to her. She is currently standing there wearing her typical robes that she would attending the court, and she has a book folded underneath one wing, just as she normally does. And she looks at you, and you can tell that her eyes are kind of glassy, that there must be some kind of spell on her. She seems confused, not alarmed. She tilts her head and she looks at you. She looks at Leon. She nods her head to Leon. You're like on the floor, bruised. And she says,
My shoulder!
Are you all right?
Yeah, I've taken worse damage than this before. I'll be alright.
That's an interesting way to open a door. Ratchet, what is the meaning of this?
I need to get you out of here. They've had you for it's weeks, I guess.
Weeks. Strange. I don't quite remember. And she just kind of like touches her head.
He'll go over and like take her face in one hand and is like looking at her eyes, sort of inspecting this sort of glassy-eyed. He's not super well trained in magic, but
So you can do
wants to
an
see...
arcana, medicine, or investigation.
Okay. Interestingly, his best of those is his medicine. So we're going to give that a try and see.
Okay.
A 3, because he does not have advantage there.
With a 3, you have never seen anything like this before. She is quite clearly alert. She doesn't seem to be drugged or like under any kind of influence. She has her wits about her. So it must be magical in nature, because it definitely is not something medicinal, not something of a substance. If you say that we should go, that's fine. I don't think I have any more appointments for the day.
It's very important. Here, come with us. We'll start to like lead her, like gently but kind of quickly towards the door. And as they're passing, and I'm assuming Leon is like getting himself back up, be like, "This is Leon. He's fantastic.
Hello.
Stick with him if we get separated."
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Lead the way.
Leon will be like directly behind, like it'll be Ratchet and Zoni, and then he'll be like right behind, kind of like almost like a bodyguard, kind of like looking behind and waiting for protecting them both, but like ready at the moment of there's a separation or something goes on, so he knows just to bolt right out of there with her.
Okay. I love it. All right. We go back to the floor below.
Yeah.
Relo, it is your turn.
Since what's her name? Vespa just turned around on me, I wanna kind of like hip check her so I can get here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's distracted, and then she wants to cast Words of Radiance again.
Okay, I love it. All right, Vesper con save is a 5. Wow, she's really bad at that. Guard number 4, con save 19. Guard number 5, con save 10. So 2 fails. 4 damage. I think you only roll 1 time, so they both take 4 damage.
Yeah, it is clearly that even though I'm clicking once, the extension keeps doing it twice.
Okay, no worries. We'll just take the first one. All right, so the explosion of light happens, and one of them looks away, expecting it, knowing that it's coming, and then the other two. Yeah.
So she basically now has her back turned towards the stairs that Leon.
We actually made like a little wall.
Yeah. so that they cannot go and get them, and it's just like, you know, and that's when she used her shield.
Love it.
Surrounded.
Surrounded. It is now the guards' turns. Arthur is going to try to run over to the acolyte. He's going to take an attack of opportunity. Guard number 3 misses.
We love Arthur.
Arthur, it's so cool that whenever I do an NPC like this, the dice just tell the whole story.
Every time you have like a combat NPC, they hard carry us. Remember that one little Jervine that did like 30 damage?
Yeah. Okay, so Arthur goes up towards the acolyte and tries to hit them, misses. This guard here is going to pursue Arthur. Is a miss. This guard here is going to try to hit Jack, number 4. That's a dirty 20. That's a hit. You take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Me.
It's a concentration save.
Oh. I'm just gonna succeed it. See?
Nope, you failed. And
Not
then
Shadow Ratchet, no!
no, do. Okay.
Hold your horses. I can't type this fast.
Aha. It looks.
I just squeaked past the 5,000. I'm like, now I gotta.
Wait,
I can use
hold
it.
on.
All right,
let's
reroll.
roll again. Maybe Shadow
reroll.
Ratchet reappears.
Nope.
No.
No. A 5. Okay.
And had such a good chance too.
Yeah. Okay.
It would have been cinema.
And then guard number 5 is gonna try to hit Relo. 11. That's a miss. Acolyte's turn.
That one. Doesn't that also would have had to have rolled the D4 for the Bane? By the way, missed me. It would have missed me anyways, right?
Yeah, I would have missed you anyway. So that's an 11 minus 4. I'll roll it anyway. Minus 2, so that's a 9. So the Acolyte's turn. The Acolyte is going to... cast Sanctuary. On themselves. So they essentially like throw a spell at their feet and you see an aura of light come up around them. So if anything tries to harm them, they have to make a wisdom saving throw first and then choose a new target. So that's their bonus action. And then they're gonna blast with a Sacred Flame. Arthur needs to roll a dexterity saving throw. Fails. Takes 6 damage. Ooh, okay. Arthur looks fucked up. It, like, just takes, like, a light blast to the face. Arthur's, like, recoiling. You can see that, like, half of his face is burnt. Jack, it's your turn.
Okay, it is my turn. Great. Sorry about this, Relo. We're walking over.
Well,
We're just.
Well, just saying. I do have the bonus action healing word, and that is something that I
going
can
over
do.
here. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity
Okay.
from
8
number 4.
is a miss.
We just swoosh under, and then just a graceful slide on paws, claws, doing a little screech as I come to a stop next to Arthur, and just from taking inspiration from our fine feathered friend over there, a nice little slap on the back with some healing magic for a cure wound.
Nice. V said, I'm
we've
going
been
to keep this
choosing that
NPC
spell.
alive.
Weird that clicking cure wound as a spell doesn't actually roll it by default.
I think you have
that's
to
what I
click it on
have.
your attacks and spellcasting area.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
6.
Ooh, okay.
How much damage has Arthur taken?
6.
Oh,
Oh, Arthur's
okay.
back to max. Hello, raiders! Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Yeah. So
Jack's just gonna
back to
say, stiff upper lip. Try not to bleed any more than necessary, friend.
You see Arthur just kind of like does the cool thing where he wipes like blood off of his beak. Canonically,
That'll be my
Arthur is
turn.
hot now. Just just in case that matters, Arthur's hot
Yeah,
now.
now that we have raiders, we want you to know there is a hot NPC right here.
It's incredibly important.
Vesper, now no longer beleaguered by the phantasmal haunting bullshit, is now going to turn all of her rage onto you, Relo. She goes, "Ah!" and brings the club down on you. Misses terribly. Does it again, misses terribly. Just like, boosh, breaks the stairs and the tile right next to you. Boosh, does it again, missing. And then now, at the top of the turn order, I will say that both Ratchet and Leon, you can select your tokens and roll for initiative. We'll say that you have re-entered the floor. And then depending on what you roll will determine where you are in this round.
12, which I think is what I had last time.
So funny. Okay, Leon, you go up here.
I got better than last time.
Things have changed, but nothing has changed since you left.
That's so funny. Okay, Relo, it is your turn.
There's something I am not sure you will let me do. Because,
I'm a pretty forgiving GM. I mean, if it's cool, I'll probably say yes.
Because now that there's people behind us, and she probably, since her perception is pretty, she would like to do Word of Radiance again, but because it's like a, she would like to cast that as she is jumping off and using her bonus action for her wing flap, which gets her up to 15 feet, which would get her out of the way. But I am not sure if you're going to let me do that in combination to avoid the opportunity attack, since she's at the same time that she's pushing off, she's also doing the flames.
Go ahead and post your wing flap in the chat real quick. Let's see.
Stu says, how much are we breaking the rules?
Yeah, let me read the rules first. You can use your powerful feathered arms to propel yourself upward a distance equal to half your movement speed. You can use it in conjunction with a regular jump, but not while gliding. I will say that from the way that this is worded, unfortunately, they are still going to get attacks of opportunity if you try to use it. I would say, like, if there was something, like, if there was, like, a thunderclap or something pushing them away, that would be fine, but I think this is, unfortunately, not going to be enough.
The only other thing is I don't have anything that does the boom.
I will say that the two guards look kind of fucked up, and if you do your word of range, you might just kill them. You might just kill them.
So she will have to do Word of Radiance anyways, because that is the only thing that she can hit everybody.
Yeah.
So everybody, again, has to do a con 12 save, and the Baned one still has to do the minus D4 for a saving throw.
Okay, this is the first one. Oh, shit. Okay, that's a 19. So the Baned one does succeed.
Yep.
Yep, that's a success as well with a 15. Vesper rolls a 7. That's so funny.
Poor Vesper.
That is 3 times I got her, and everybody else was like, pff,
yeah.
you know?
Go ahead and roll your damage too.
To be fair, we have won the mental war against Vesper this fight.
Yeah, Vesper is gonna need a mental health day after this. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think the two guards, like, they, like, raise up their shields. They anticipate it coming. Vesper is just, like, foaming at the mouth, just rabid, and she just, she takes it straight in the eyes. I'll actually say, because you did it 3 times, just to make things cool, she's gonna be knocked prone. How about that?
That would be very cool.
My eyes! My eyes! My eyes!
She's having a terrible time. She's having some floor time now.
Just like hunched in a ball forward, covering their eyes, trying to unsear their retinas.
But the other 2 guards are still up.
Well, with the temp XP, so far she only has taken 3 damage. So
Not bad. Is that all for you?
Yes, because she doesn't need to use her bonus action on Arthur anymore because he's all the way healed up, right?
Yeah, he's full health.
Yes.
Okay,
And Jack is not hurt at all, so nope, then she doesn't need her bonus action.
Okay.
She'll just be ready.
Arthur is going to Arthur, knowing how the silver plumes operate, sees the acolyte cast a spell and turns his attention away from the acolyte and towards the other guard. And is going to try to hit them. 15 is a miss. That guard is going to attack Jack. With a 6 is a miss. The birdfolk...
Damn, I'm
distraction.
The guard up here is going to try to hit Relo. 6 is a miss. The Baned guard is going to try to hit Relo. Ooh. That's going to be a 16.
Yeah.
Still a hit. Okay. 5 bludgeoning damage. Boom. Smacks you with it. Leon. From the top rope.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing something, but
Made sense so that they all kind of missed because, man, there's a whole bunch of flashing lights every round.
Mm-hmm.
right. I do think Leon might run up here really quick next to Ratchet, and he'll be like, I need some advice from you. If I went ahead and tried to attack these people, do you think you two will be okay?
I've got it for now.
Okay. And so, that in Leon's mind is blessing to be like, you're good. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna take the rest, because he's got the shoes anyway. He's gonna take the rest of his movement. Yeah, this is like maybe 10.
25, 30, 35, 40. 40 would put you right here next to behind Relo.
I want to get right here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 30 would be, yeah. So
it will take your bonus action to get you right up there.
Even with my boots?
Mm-hmm. Bonus action to use the boots.
Oh, that's right.
You have to use them. Yeah. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, it's 50. You have
Okay.
50. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, good. We're good. I forgot it was a bonus action. So I'm gonna throw this in chat. Where'd I put it?
Just pick up Ratchet as an improvised weapon, and then sprint up and smash them over the opponent's head, and use your scofflaw to shatter your improvised weapon and do max damage.
Ratchet is
I could
busy
do that.
protecting his ex.
I could do
Brutal
that.
Brawler.
I think this is the one I meant to do.
Improvised weapon
Damage.
to break it
maybe-
over an opponent.
Maybe not. Hold on.
You get
There's one-
proficiency with improvised weapons.
Yeah, that's if you
Right.
wanted to like smash something around, like that candelabra or that big candlestick on the ground over there.
Wait, that's crazy. Hold
right
on.
Here, there's a
Hold on.
chair. Just give him the
Sorry.
chair.
The Brutal Brawler says that you have proficiency with improvised weapons and treat any improvised weapon you handle as if it had the finesse quality. You could pick up a fucking barrel and you're like, yeah, this is a finesse weapon, by the way.
Just start spinning it on your finger
You
like
pick,
a basketball.
you pick up Vesper and you throw her, like, if you pick her up and use her as an improvised weapon, finesse weapon, by the way. That's so funny. Hi, Raiders, welcome in.
Which means you could just chuck a chair across the room and get max damage off of it.
I could. I've been waiting for a chance for that too. But no, so what I meant to put was, I guess this is good to put this in here too, but I meant to put Tavern Brawler because this one has an unarmed, if you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or improvised weapon on your turn, you can use, oh no, what was it? Oh no, your unarmed strikes use a D4 for damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
what I'd like to do is basically I'm running from here to 4, and I basically want to spear them to the ground, which most people would know is like a football tackle,
Mhm.
down to the ground. So I just want to basically just mow them down.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check.
Can do that.
And I'll give you advantage here because the way that you're describing it, you're also going to go down too, right?
Yeah, the move requires both people to go down.
Okay, yeah, advantage. All right,
You
20.
have
These boots
got a
on
lot
you.
of momentum going.
I do have a lot of
Yeah,
momentum.
okay.
Speed.
Yeah, absolutely. You fall to the ground, but they are also prone. Just it's clear, like boom, boom. It sounds so solid. You can hear like the metal crunching of their armor.
Also, because we're on stairs too, it's like if you ever fell on stairs.
Oh, horrible. You ride this guard down the stairs like they're a sled on the side of a hill.
Oh!
Any
One
chance I
day
could
I might
do a little
have.
damage from that? That was an unarmed strike, so what I do, like, did I technically hit? Do I roll anything for, like, any, like...
Unfortunately, that is not going to be a hit there. But they are prone.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good.
I did that with twin boys, both one like this, and I went down the carpet.
Oh, no!
And they were like, again? I said, no, we're not doing that again.
I fell down the stairs at my old house while my mother was at the bottom, slid down the whole thing, and then hit my head on the door at the bottom.
No!
Oh.
Stairs are the real BBEG.
You know that when you step on, like, the bridge of your foot and you just kind of slide forward?
Mm-hmm.
When you accidentally step on the edge instead of the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens every time I visit my parents because they have carpet stairs. The
It's
worst.
Dangerous.
So the worst. Anything else for you, Leon?
I think that's all I can do.
Ratchet, your turn.
Ratchet is gonna drop the focus on his Zephyr Strike so that he can put a hunter's mark on Vesper.
Okay. I have to
And,
zoom out now because you're on the map. You do
Are
range
there-
Way at
stuff.
the top.
Are there held actions still in this?
You have to
Yeah.
basically spend your action to hold an
Yep.
action.
Hey,
I think you are right where I am.
Are you spending your full action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action to do the hunter's mark, but I'm gonna use my action to hold an act or to prepare an action.
Jack was about to call out, like, hold on a moment, and you're just like, I already was.
Yeah, Ratchet's gonna knock an arrow, draw back, but he is aiming for when Vesper stands back up.
Okay. I love it. Hilarious. I love that, like,
That is-
above table and in game, the thing just happened between Ratchet
Yeah.
and Jack. So funny. Okay.
Perfectly in character.
The Acolyte's turn.
Absolutely.
Acolyte is going to continue to try to blast Arthur with the Sacred Flame. Dexterity save. 9 fails. Arthur takes 2 damage.
No!
It's okay. It's not as bad as the 6. He, like, raises up his shield and, like, it just, like, gets, like, part of him. Jack, it's your turn.
All right. We're casting a spell, baby.
Okay.
I'm a little sorry about this reload, but it must be done.
So not sorry. You weren't sorry last time either.
20
You
feet.
ditched me.
20 feet, 20 feet. All right, we're casting Fairy Fire. So, Vesper, the 2 guards around Relo, and the guard to my left, and Relo, all have to do saving throws. Dexterity saving throw. If they fail, any attacks against them are at advantage.
Nothing in dexterity.
Do I have any cubes?
That's a 19 though.
I can make a cube.
No! Hold on. I have a pretty picture. But it's a circle.
All right, I can make a cube, and you can put your circle inside of it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Is that big enough? I don't think that's big enough.
No.
Can you measure it? I think it's one more. No, it's one more.
So you
Is
want
that
to
correct? That's correct.
20.
Where do
You
you want
the
it?
center to be.
Like that?
It's gonna hit all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
That covers who's hit. That's the important part.
Okay. That is a dexterity saving throw from everyone in that circle.
Yeah.
A 19. Don't forget Mr. 5 is still.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving, and then 1d4. So that's going to be a 16. He saves with the Bane. Number 3, dexterity is a save. Number 4, dexterity, 7, fails.
We got 1.
Already prone, yeah.
We'll say he's prone, so.
Yep. That affects dexterity too, right?
I think so. I think they get a disadvantage. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. He failed. Vesper fails.
Hey,
Vesper's
if
having
you're
a horrible
wondering-
day.
Yeah.
if you're wondering
Deserved.
how this looks, Jack is going to just start like thumping against their chest over their heart, and everyone who failed within that circle, a pink glow starts to highlight over their heart in beat with the thumping, the rhythmic drum that gets louder and louder until they're all glowing.
Ooh, that's cool. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Vesper's turn. Vesper stands up. Ratchet.
Oh no, they stood up with
Let me take my
advantage. Who
shot.
could have seen this coming?
Ratchet attacks with advantage.
Vesper, stay down! They can't hear us.
Ratchet calls Vesper's name to get her to turn and look at him,
She does.
and
Slowly.
the hunter's mark has taken the form of those blue wind-touched markings around the eyes, glowing, and he looses the arrow.
That's a
That's a
hit.
21.
Absolutely hits.
The advantage mattered, baby.
8 damage. Wow.
8 damage.
Very nice.
Another 3 from the hunter's mark.
Okay. Vesper takes this shot to the chest. You can see that she like reels from it. It does a significant amount of damage to her. It's her turn. My bad. It's not.
Yeah, it
your
is her turn. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not a high enough level to make a second attack yet.
She turns to Relo and bam! 22 is a hit. You take 8 bludgeoning damage. Bam! 11 is a miss.
16 is a hit, though. Wait, did
Because-
Relo roll?
saved on
Yeah,
the
I had
fairy
19.
fire.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You roll physical dice. Never mind.
Relo's safe.
Yes, because roll 20 always, you know.
No worries.
I think I roll
I
of
just didn't
damage.
see it in the list, and I was like, oh, it must not have happened.
Relo, it's your turn.
All right. Yeah, we know what we're doing. We absolutely know. We're doing Words of Radiant again.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Does
Pushes
that
her
also
shield
hit?
out to them. I'm so sick of y'all. No, all 3 of them again have to do the condition.
I don't think Words of Radiance hurts friendlies. I think it's just bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's where each creature of my choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Vesper rolls first, Constitution, natural 20, saves. Hex
they're
Guard
coming back.
rolls a 12.
Yeah, that they have to. It's a Constitution 12 check.
Okay.
Beats, baby.
So the one that's on the ground right now failed.
Right.
He's having a bad day. I stabbed him a bunch. He's glowing. Leon just did some wrestling moves on him.
That takes him out.
He's dead.
He
He's having a
reel-
bad day.
He reels from the from the Word of Radiance, and he doesn't get back up. Anything else for you, Relo?
To me, Leon doesn't look hurt, right?
Leon is a little hurt.
Like 30, but I'm fine.
He looks
Or no,
he looks
I'm not-
bruised, like he tackled a door or something.
yeah.
A plaque.
There's a bit of a knot on my shoulder.
Then she's gonna use Healing Word as a bonus action on herself.
Okay. Wow.
That was very
That's
bad.
bad.
But that is
That's
still
really
better
bad.
than nothing.
2 1s for a total whopping 2.
See, that's why I normally roll physical dice. Yes.
Understandable. Did you want to move at all?
No, because there's still that dude in front of me.
Okay. It is now the guard's turn. Arthur is going to try to hit the guard here. Natural 1 misses. The guard's going to try to hit Jack. Also misses with a natural 1. The guard number 5 here, who's baned, is going to try to hit Relo. 7 minus 1d4, 3, 4. Misses terribly. Leon, it's now your turn.
He died in your arms tonight.
You're on the
So
floor.
I'm on the floor. So I spend what, half movement to get up? Okay.
So you have 15 feet of movement now.
Okay. I probably will, see, I probably tackled him middle of the stairs here. So probably what I will do is, since I'm like about, so I know we can't occupy the same space. So like, would it essentially, since I'm on top, would I be kind of like, I'm just doing this for representation. Like, would I essentially be kind of like where in the square he is?
Oh yeah,
like
you can stand on top of a corpse.
He's no longer a combatant. You can just take the space.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So this is where I am canonically. Is what I was. Yeah.
So Leon kicks the body off to. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna move it.
Like a cat cleaning its litter, just back kicks it away.
Back kicks it away.
Just like the new update in League of Legends, Lee Sin can now kick corpses. Sorry.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's now a thing. Sorry. I'm referencing a game that nobody really plays here. Sorry, my bad. Continue.
We're good.
Addict.
So I'm on the second step. So I'm gonna jump off the second step and do kind of a clothesline move to number 5.
Okay.
They're still standing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you? Will this like put you on the floor too?
Probably.
Okay. The reason I ask is if you want to put them on the ground and you don't go with them, you roll regular. If you're going to do it with your whole body and you're also on the ground, I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, so like, if you'll, in wrestling, sometimes people go to the second or the top rope and they'll do like a dive with their arm like this and boom, and they both go down. So that's essentially what I'm trying to do, is trying to knock them down.
So go ahead and roll athletics at advantage here.
Okay. 16.
7. They fail. You're both on the ground.
Yay.
Ugh. You moved 5 feet. Okay. If you didn't move, you could technically get back up again. But unfortunately, you cannot.
That's fine.
Okay. That is going to be your action and your movement. You still have a bonus action. If you want to, like, punch him while you're on the floor or something.
Oh, if I can do that, sure.
I think you can.
Would Scroungecraft have anything to do with? No.
No. It would just be an unarmed strike with your offhand. Yeah, just give me an unarmed strike.
Have I given on your turn you can take one additional, well, hold on. Would this count at all?
Yeah, if you want to use your action surge, you can do that.
Okay. That way I can just do the clothesline and just get back up.
Um,
Because it says it gives me unless I read that wrong, I can do more
so
movement.
the problem is to stand up you need 15 feet of movement, and you moved, so you have 30. Use 15 to stand up already, and you moved 5 feet, so you have 10 feet left, and now you're on the ground, and so you don't have enough movement to stand up again.
Okay.
But
okay,
you
well
can,
then
but
you
it gives
said
you an additional action, which means you can just make an attack action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well then I'll do that then. I'll use my action surge to do that then.
Okay. You will have disadvantage because you're on the floor.
That's fine.
The opponent's on the floor, so he has advantage as well. So advantage and disadvantage will cancel.
Yeah, so this will be at normal.
Okay. So unarmed strike.
Yeah, punch him. Okay, 11 will be a miss.
Oh.
You like try to punch him while he's on the floor. You're on the floor. Unfortunately, it's a miss.
So the way I want to flavor it is, I knock him down with the clothesline, and he's right next to me. So I go to punch him in the head, and he just moves his head out of the way, and I just punch the ground.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Okay, Ratchet, it is your turn.
Let's hit him with an arrow. Vesper, take this. A 16.
16 is a hit.
10 piercing damage and
Okay.
6 more for the Hunter's Mark.
Jesus.
Max damage, Hunter's Mark.
Okay, Vesper takes another arrow in the other shoulder and she begins to wobble dangerously. She looks like she won't be able to take another one of those. Behind you, Zani's like, oh, gasp. What's happening? She's doing the thing that NPCs do in Baldur's Gate where she's just like crouching down and covering her head, cowering in a corner.
I know what
I'm
thing
happy
you're
where I'm
talking about. It's when your
standing and
companion brings a bunch of undead in there.
But I don't have anywhere I want to move, and I don't want to use any of the bonus actions I have, so I'm good.
Okay. The Acolyte is going to try to... Let's see.
Cry. They're just gonna cry.
She's going to turn her attention over to Jack. She's going to try to Sacred Flame you. I need a dexterity save.
Dexterity save, you say?
Mm-hmm. You need to beat a 12.
Time to activate my evasive nature.
Ooh.
All right,
You add your
so this
intelligence modifier as
is-
a bonus to all dexterity saving throws. Nice.
So this will be +2.
Okay. Wow,
14 plus
16.
2.
Okay, you dodge out of the way. That Acolyte goes like, ah! Tries to blast you, and you dodge out of the way. You look really cool while you do it. Jack, it's now your turn.
All right. I'm going to attempt a persuasion check and just like, Vesper, you seem to be losing more blood than you have in your body. Maybe it's time we end this before you expire.
Do you want to try to roll a persuasion check here?
Yeah, 26.
Okay. Awesome. Vesper drops her mace. She holds her hands up. She says, all right, all right, all right. I surrender.
Yeah, we did it.
Okay, that's Jack's turn. Vesper has surrendered. Relo, it's your turn.
Vespa's the only one who surrendered.
So what's going to happen here is we're going to go through the turn order. If nobody takes any hostile actions, the combat will end.
Yeah, so unless
you can
Ratchet
pass
just
if you want.
absolutely coup de grace Vesper right now.
So
I am trying to figure out if that is what happens.
So Relo, Vesper is now unarmed. What do you want to do?
She'll probably pop one of her good berries and say, took you long enough. This was ridiculous.
Okay. The guard also drops their weapon. Arthur looks over at the acolyte. Leon.
Leon, since he's on the ground next to him, will use half of his movement to get up,
Okay.
look down, raise up his foot, think about it, and puts his foot back down over to the next side of him and doesn't curb stomp him.
Okay. Ratchet.
I think Ratchet.
I will say,
readies an. Go ahead.
Vesper looks so close to death, in case that matters.
I think Ratchet readies an arrow, very slowly stalks forward until he's pretty close, and like in D&D that doesn't actually change your ability to hit, but like realistically he
Very
knows he
intimidating.
could take the shot and absolutely not miss.
Yeah, I will
And-
say, for
Mhm.
cinematic purposes here, if you were to take a shot right here, right now, with Vesper surrendering, you would completely kill her. You would just outright assassinate her. Guaranteed.
You it, sire.
think-
Coup de grace her, sire. She stole your wife, sire.
I think he stalks forward, and to the rest of the party, to the other members of this Silver Plume organization, there is definitively murder in Ratchet's eyes. And because, he has to kind of turn a little sideways for his shot, you see he turns his head back for a moment and catches a glimpse of Zani and releases the pull strength on this bow. He's not happy with it, but he knows he can't.
You passed your turn?
Yeah.
You hear a. Now, this might make Ratchet a little angry or annoyed. Jack gives you a soft little teasing clap at lowering your bow.
Jack, it's your turn.
Everyone has surrendered but the Acolyte, right?
No, Acolyte also surrenders.
Alright. Jack's just gonna keep, softly clapping and start walking their way towards Ratchet and the others.
That is going to be the end of combat here. Fairy Fire will pass. I think Hunter's Mark stays for 30 minutes. The Bane will pass. This guy stands up.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is up to an hour, and since one of the things is I have advantage on tracking them down, I'm gonna hold on to it in case we need it.
Also, it's also really funny that everyone failed all the investigation checks, and it's not concentration. So for as far as all the guards think, I am still just a wind touched.
Yeah. So Vesper has surrendered, and we'll say, for all intents and purposes, they all kind of line up, and Arthur is trying to help maintain the peace here. Zani has come up as well. At this point, the hold on, I have to go find their tokens because they were just eating and drinking
They
on
ran
the first.
so far away.
Hold on, where are they?
I think there's
They left. I told Shadow to call for them. They escorted them out.
Oh, thanks for taking care of my little plot hole. Yeah, okay, so they don't come up here.
Happy to help.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
They surrender. Vesper says, "Look, you have your Zani back. The other wind touch seems to have escaped as well. We are not holding anybody else here. It's clear that this is not how we should operate. This is a dangerous method. You've proven your point."
I still have a few friends in the guard here. I want to make sure they spread the word. If anyone in this city goes missing, and the guards haven't found them in, let's say, a day, I'm coming back.
You see Vesper lower her ears and her hackles go up. The two guards here kind of look ruefully over at each other, and there's a look of guilt on their faces as well. And if there's nothing else that people want to do, we can montage the rest of this evening.
Yeah. Jack's gonna be infuriating as usual and just very blatantly right in front of Vesper pick up their very nice shiny weapon and just casually stroll in front of them while holding it.
Yeah, you saw the club +1 in the chat and you're like, I
don't
want
know
that.
what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
You can
didn't see
add a
anything like
fucking
that.
club +1 to your inventory, you fucking goblin. Sure, go ahead. Happy birthday.
Well, hold on. All right, fine. Does a 17 tell me if they had any good weapons in the area?
Wow, the club on the ground looks really shiny.
Oh, hey, hold on. Jack picks this up and then, just boldly walks in front of them.
Vesper kind of like sneers at you, but doesn't go to like chase you down. Is that all you needed to do for the scene?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand that immediately to Leon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as it fades out, you probably hear Relo telling Vesper just how stupid she was being and how unhealthy that was and how dare you attack people after they have an accident.
Absolutely.
That's an excellent focus.
So
They fell from the ceiling. How dare you fight them?
You didn't even give it a second to check them over. What the frack?
Yeah, so you kind of like, so what ends up happening is the two Mawpox from Bloodbath and Beyond, they end up coming back with actual real city watch, and an investigation is launched, and y'all are like questioned and brought into the loop, and the Alderheart Council also gets involved as well. This ends up being a very big deal. Like, people getting kidnapped is not just a slap on the wrist, right? You hear through the grapevine that there is going to be punishment from the Alderheart Council. Vesper has been stripped of her ownership of the Quillen Lantern, and that essentially, to your knowledge, the Silver Plume has mostly been disbanded, and that the research that they have done is absorbed into the city library. So it doesn't just go nowhere. It does get taken care of into like it actually gets sent to the Avium, which is what you would all know as a magical college outside of Alderheart. So you are told that it's going to be sent away, somewhere that can be kept safe. You learn...
Oh, Arthur got a promotion.
Arthur gets excused and not arrested for helping, and also like being really vocal about like didn't want to be a part of this to begin with, blah blah blah. So Arthur doesn't get a promotion. Arthur doesn't.
I feel like all of us as a group talk up Arthur enough for them to go, okay, he realized he was in the wrong, and he tried to actually help and salvage this.
Yeah.
Only because of that, we'll give him a pass.
Arthur's a free bird. But you come to learn that Thimble, her ankle being broken, what had happened was Shadow had broken into the building and was trying to break Thimble out. And Thimble couldn't escape on her own because when the guards had taken her, the cultists had taken her there, that she got wounded on the way there. So her broken ankle was because of her trying to fight for her freedom. So that's why they didn't care about her being hurt, because she was already hurt when they took her in. But Shadow, actually perfect scene. We go to, where's your girl's house?
What girl? We haven't had an image pop up this session.
Hold on. I gotta get ready for the stream. Okay. Hold on. The two, they're not here. Okay. So, oh yes, the important part. My bad. Hold on. Please hold.
Yeah, I need you to not skip this part. We live for this.
You know her. You love her. This is her house.
My beloved.
We do love her.
We do love her.
Okay. As the investigation's kind of like going on and all of that, Shadow and Thimble join you at Eliza's store, and Eliza has helped like put a proper splint on to Thimble and has offered them sanctuary here. Shadow goes on to say, I'm so sorry for taking all of those things. I didn't really have enough time to explain, and I wanted to try to get my friend out. Thimble and I go way back. We have to stick together, especially in these times. Things are really rough in the city, and we have to get work wherever we can, and I'm so sorry. And Eliza just grabs both of them into a hug, and she squeezes them. She's like, it's okay. I understand. It's all right.
Jack, bigger than all of them, is going to grab all three of them into a hug, somewhat out of character, and lift them up.
Yeah, you hug up all these cute little shorties. They're like, ugh, their cheeks are all like big and puffy and squished together, essentially.
I never doubted you, Shadow, and I'm quite proud.
Thank you for believing in me. And I think
One more big squeeze.
I think the three of them, Eliza and the two Gerbines, they all just start crying. They're all like happy crying and hugging Jack here.
Jack had also come from the very back, like all the way to the front. I am so huggable.
You see both Thimble and Shadow just like launch themselves at you, and they hug you too. And Thimble says, thank you so much for looking out for me.
Gotta keep each other safe. That's what you gotta do.
Once my ankle's better, I'll try to pick up more volunteer shifts at the clinic.
And, you never know if someone might actually get enough donations to actually, hire some runners.
Shadow perks her ears up and she says, I can run. I run really fast.
I know. Maybe we got some medication to deliver. We'll have to see.
Right.
Shadow,
Yeah?
after seeing all this in your daring little escapade, I believe I have something I can trust you with.
Oh?
Jack is going to crouch down and give Shadow the immovable stick.
Oh my god. That's such a horrible thing to give to a teenager.
Yes!
Oh my god.
But would you rather me have it?
No, thank God. Get rid of it. She holds it and she's like, thank you. I don't think anyone's ever given me a gift this nice before.
Jack's going to ruffle at their head and say, it's because it's not a gift. You earned it.
She beams at you. And then Eliza says, I have some biscuits in the back and some tea brewing. How about we all have a nice drink? I think...
And then Relo's like, I probably still have muffins.
yeah. And then we have this like small scene of like everyone just kind of having their own like little conversation here. But meanwhile, while that's happening,
I need to excuse myself. I appreciate the offer, but I think I have avoided some catching up longer than I should have.
yeah, of course. Take all the time that you need. And I think outside waiting is Zani.
I know I haven't been back to the city in a while, and I should have. Let me catch you up on where I've been living and what's brought me back. It's quite the story.
I'm glad to see that you're mostly well. You see Zani, like, after the whole, like, investigation, everything, you have also discovered that there was some kind of, like, glamour spell cast on her, some kind of charming spell, and that has definitely faded by now. It's been dispelled completely. And so she's back to her composed self. She looks well. The color in her feathers is nice and vibrant. She seems to have been taking care of herself, and now that she's completely herself again, she's stately. She is without speck or without a single thread out of place, and she looks at you and her eyes are smiling. Yes, I would very much like that. It's good to see you.
I don't know if I realized how much I missed seeing you.
I think that we have a lot of catching up to do.
Absolutely.
And the two of you begin to walk down the street. And how much of everything do you want to tell her?
I think that she is probably the one person that gets absolutely any and all details. Because Ratchet knows that if anyone is going to understand why this entire mission is so important to him, it's absolutely Zani.
I think that is a good place for us to end the session. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for... Oh, V had to go. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to do some outros here. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's session was. We'll start off with Vivi.
Hi, I'm Vivi or Vivacia. You can find me on Blue Sky as Vivacia. You can find me on Discord as Vivacia, where I post mostly memes. On Twitch, I am, well, here every second Tuesday if we can handle it. For Pride Month, I am doing a whole bunch of background work for Nerds with Dice, where we are raising money for the Trans Latina Coalition, and our next game is on the 13th at 7 p.m. It's a game of Velvet Generation, which is basically a band game that Crimson Sol is running for us. Playing wise, on Friday I am at 8 p.m. I'll be on Pocket Dragon Pub for our second session of Thirsty Sword Lesbians, where we're about to meet Miss Magic. We're playing in Irvi Fitz's little world that's very fable and fantasy-like, and basically Miss Magic took everything over, and now there's a whole bunch of magic going on, and we had to save her daughter, who was basically the Princess Peace. And now we're coming back, and we're finding out, how did anybody ever kidnap her daughter? So that's what we're doing on Friday, and then on Monday the 15th, I am back on same place at 7 p.m. where I am for the first time playing from the Queen game, which is Viva la Queer Bar, and Danny Mendoza is running that, where we're all kind of queers and we're having a little slice of life game where we're, you know, running a queer bar because that's what we're doing. So keep an eye on Nerds with Dice. There's like 15 games this month, and Pride Month couldn't hold them, so there's another 4 that we're casting for right now for July. There's also still going to be Pride games. 2 of them Call of Cthulhu. So keep an eye on that, and also, you know, the Pocket Dragon Pub, where you know, I am playing that, and I'm playing another one, which is like where we're playing Kids and Brooms, and we're in a magic school in detention, semi-detention. So that will be hilarious. However, that's it.
Thank you very much. I played Viva La Queer Bar. It's really fun. You're gonna have such a great time. It's gonna be awesome.
I just love that once I read through it, it's actually they're actually thanking not a queer bar, but more like a queer hangout home in my hometown in Germany, in Bremen. It's like basically, you know, a little center that somebody in the beginning put up in their own house, and that kind of extended into like an event space hangout area for queers. And I'm like, oh, Bremen, yeah, that is where I'm from.
Oh yeah, let's go hometown. Yay! Thank you so much. We'll pop on over to B Street. You're muted.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not muted. Hi, I'm Matthew or B Street Holmes. You guys can find me on Stella's Discord, or you can find me on Twitter. And soon you'll be able to find me on another game with a group called Winged Badger Tavern. We've been playing for a few weeks now, and the DM for that group is like an audio visual like guru, so it's full soundscape podcast, and he edits all the videos really well. I don't know if he's doing video or podcast for this one, but what's very exciting is that we are playing with the new Cypher System 2nd edition, and the reason I don't have a link for you guys yet is because 2nd edition isn't released yet, so we can't actually post anything until it comes out. So stay tuned at these games on Tuesday. I will let you know as soon as those episodes start dropping.
Oh my god, I love Cypher System. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Fantastic. Please keep us informed with all of that.
Absolutely.
And then we've got Zombie.
Hello, I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am Z. I'm whatever the names like to call me. Today I played Leon Breeze, and I remembered in my intro I didn't actually say that I was playing Leon. So that's fun. But yeah, I played Leon. Well, if you would be so kind, you can follow me at ZombieFighter89 on Blue Sky. I don't think we did any of the what your favorite parts are from anyone else. Well,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll say that my favorite part was definitely the shadow. Just the beginning of a very bad day was great. Because I don't know if I've seen that in action yet, and that was really fun to watch. That particular magic move. So that was really fun. And as I promoted earlier, we have we are part of I am part of the Pocket Dragon Pub as a backstage editor, and we do all kinds of cool content. Some of the stuff that I have done has been Fabric of the Universe, which is an Orbital Blues game. All episodes of that are up. There is a season 2 planned in the future at some point, which I'm probably going to be back to doing, hopefully. So we're going to find out there. And then The Secret Ways of Love and Magic has been slowly but surely coming around. I do highlights for that, so go ahead and make sure you follow the socials there as well, the YouTube, and then they also have an Instagram you can follow as well. for that. And then I did look it up really quick for this weekend. So Friday, June 5th at 8 p.m., they're doing their second episode of Thirsty Sword Lesbians on the channel. So that'll be their second episode with Vivacia right there as well on that one for Friday. So you should go join for that at 8 p.m. And then 2 p.m., and this is Eastern. I should have prefaced 2 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern on the 13th will be Moonlight on Roseville Beach, which will be a really, really fun game as well. There'll be the second episode of that. It's got a lot of cool people a part of that as well. And it was a really fun. I got to watch a little bit of that episode on last Saturday before I had to go to bed. And it was really, really fun to watch that as well. They do have a listing of all the different games that are up for the Pocket Dragon Pub as well on their Instagram. Viva La Bar is actually one of them too. I don't know. I can't remember if you said it was from this channel or a different channel. But on the 15th of June at 7 p.m. Eastern, they're going to be doing a Viva La Bar game on the channel as well, which you're going to be part of. Okay, so it was part of that channel. Okay. I just didn't quite catch who was on there. But yeah, there's so many cool games on Pocket Dragon Pub. They're doing a tremendous Pride Month. Please come and follow and join in all the fun shenanigans. They're a really fun group of people, and there's definitely something you'll like of all the content that they're doing.
I also forgot something important.
Yeah.
Else, I'm gonna get in trouble with my podcast mate. My very first ever podcast that I'm part of has been released. I've been part of one before, but it hasn't been released yet. And it's a magical girl one. It's called Starry Nights, Nights with a K. And we're playing magical girls at summer camp in the Soldier Loon system, which is basically like Sailor Moon. And so magical girl shenanigans happens, and it's now out. The first episode, excuse the audio dust, is out, and my character trailer, little 10-minute 15 thing where you learn about my character a little more is also out, and you can find all of that on Blue Sky. And now I think every second week one episode will be released, and we're already up to 18. So there will be a lot of releasing. We have only one release, but we recorded 18, and there's a lot of fun shenanigans and teenaged queer love, but not mine, not yet.
How was your first podcast experience?
It's a lot of fun. It's just also you learn how often you say oh my lord. Too often. Also, I depend a lot on my physical expression, and that I then had to relearn that I cannot show what I mean with my face. I have to actually vocalize it. So that was fun. And I forgot to mention it. So no, right, you can't get me in trouble. That's my GM.
You did the thing.
I did the thing.
Yeah. Well, again, V unfortunately had to drop and had a prior arrangement, but please check out V. V is a streamer over on Twitch. Head over to VertigoCross and please give him a follow. Does a lot of video games, has picked up a lot of retro stuff, like retro equipment, so I'm not sure 100% if he's going to be streaming it, but I would definitely keep an eye out for it because there is a collection being built, and it's actually really cool. I learned about a couple of things about retro gaming that I wasn't aware of, such as light guns, and you need a CRT TV to actually use it. Like modern TVs don't really work with it, which is very interesting and fascinating to me. I didn't know that. But yeah, definitely check him out. We will be back with more Humblewood in 2 weeks, so please join us on the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, we'll see you. Please take care. Happy Pride, everybody. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll see you next time. Bye!